long have you been streaming it for?
Sometime around the middle of March. Cool. There we go. I was like, why is it showing that? But it was playing the recording back to the GoPro. I was like, it's got like a minute and a half lag. This shouldn't be right. I'm gonna figure it out now. Yeah, I'm trying to get that follower count up on Twitch going as well.
Yeah.
So.
The struggle's real.
It is, man.
It's a you know, you don't have that first mover's advantage.
Do what now?
In business, you got like first mover's advantage in the second wave and a third wave of business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first movers would be like people who stream before it's even big, before anybody even knows about it.
Well, I got a feeling that we may be on to something with the tattoo part of it.
Yeah, this is something interesting, you know?
You know, because I got a bunch of friends and stuff on here, you know, they're already supportive and stuff like that. And then every now and then, you know, you catch some, you know, lurker coming in or something like that, just kind of, oh, hey, what's it? And they're like, oh, shit. Dude, you're tattooing, like, for real, for real.
I got a guy who I watched plays pinball, like old school pinball machines. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he has 100 viewers, sometimes it's 1,000, sometimes it's like 12.
Yeah. All right, at any point in time during the tattoo, all you have, or if you need me to stop, all you have to do is ask. Just try not to pull away or move around while I'm tattooing, because of course I'll mess up your tattoo, not mine, so be real still for me. It's not bad as you think. I was tattooing on a guy here the other day, and was talking about, you know, the stream and games and stuff like that. And he's like, I don't do much gaming or anything. He's like, the only like thing to gaming I've got is his brother was the guy on the cover of Black Ops 2. And I was like, you for real? He's like, oh yeah. So he told me this story about it and everything like that, and I was like, oh, that's cool as shit.
People do lots of weird things.
Well, he said his brother was moved out to Cali to try to do the whole movie star thing, you know, and then got, you know, picked up by we just found like a Craigslist ad or something like that is how he got to it, I think. But
I watched this guy on, have you ever heard of Critical Role?
I think my little brother watches that on Twitch.
Dungeons and Dragons, they've been doing it for like, I don't know, half a decade now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a bunch of voice actor friends who were playing already at their house and just having a good time. And somebody was like, man, you guys should stream this. And now they make a killing off of it.
So I was sitting at home one day, getting ready to do the stream thing, you know, getting ready to hop on the Xbox and do that for a minute, and I was like, what if I took this to work? Not like to play, you know, but I was like, I wonder if anybody would watch. So I brought it one day and got a pretty good response from it, and I'm like, okay, well, that was shitty quality, you know, back before I had all the, you know, the overlays and stuff like that, you know. And I was like, well, if we're gonna do it, let's make it look nice.
Yeah, so worst comes to worst, you get an experience out of it, you get it, you know. It's also kind of cool to get to watch your tattoo get done without having to stare over your shoulder.
But that's usually the camera behind me, or the TV behind me, has it going like just the tattoo on there. But I've got it like upside down, where I've got it rotated or whatever on the output side of it. So on the other side of it, it's still upside down. So I just went ahead and turned it off.
The whole book that this is all based off of is like a different play on like post-apocalyptic, like what happens after the apocalypse, right? Like people come back eventually, but it's like I don't know, Western themed almost. So like the main dude's like cowboy-esque would be the best way to say it. But then there's like a whole bunch of like Arthur, his round table imagery that's based into the book.
Yeah.
Then he eventually ends up, like one of his counterparts, he pulls from another time period, which is like 1980s Earth, and it's this guy who's like running drugs to the Bahamas. And so the two totally parallel people, right? Stephen King brings them all together. There ends up being like 3 of them that he has in his team or his family at the end of the books. It's really good.
Might have to check that out.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, if you read the first book, you'll end up reading all 9 of them. Like, if you like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get addicted to it a little bit. I don't read a lot. So. I like that this is set up different than other tattoo shops too, with each of you guys having like your own room.
Yeah, everybody's room is kind of different. Yeah, the closer up it gets to that shoulder.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I love that you can see still like the side of his face in the camera.
Shut up.
There's another guy who does like glass work. You know, like blown glass and stuff like that. It's cool stuff to watch.
Yeah, there's a couple tattooists on here on Twitch, but they are few and far between.
Sure.
And there's only like, I think I found 5. Like 5 actual tattooists that say they're tattooing on Twitch, okay?
Sure.
But there's only 2 that's actually producing any content.
Okay.
And that's me and another guy. His name's Blank Tattoo on here or something like that. But I don't know how long he's been going. I talked to him the other day on the stream or whatever, and was like, hey, can I email you or something like that sometime when you're not streaming? That way we can actually talk about some stuff. And he was really cool about it. He was like, yeah, absolutely, no problem.
That's what the pinball guy did. So
And,
like,
you know, that's what I was really surprised at how supportive, you know, somebody else was to, you know, instead of being like, oh, I don't want nobody else on this gig. Fuck you, guy. You know, I didn't want that to happen, and I had a feeling that might happen.
but if you grow, he grows.
Exactly. You know, but this guy's already got like think he's about to hit 11,000.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, all right, you know. So, but, you know, he does gaming and stuff too on there, but I don't know if that's why I want to ask him, be like, did you do gaming first and then tattoo? You know, as far as you set the channel up, you know, get all your followers to the gaming part of it and then tattoo, or what, you know? And because the hard part about doing it on Twitch is, you know, nobody knows you're doing it on Twitch. Like, the stream doesn't say, I think it does have, I think it's tagged as tattooing now, but as far as the game that I'm playing is art.
Yeah, sure, okay.
You know, so it's, you gotta kind of have to do a few little backdoor loophole things to try to get it, but, you know, I'm hoping that, because I'm about to put at least one more other guy on here, about to get him going, and I'm hoping that it'll take off for all of us, really. But the guy that I watch, man, he does, you know, he's got a pretty good little following going.
Yeah.
As far as you know, he does the Instagram and YouTube as well and stuff like that. You can't really stream on Instagram.
No.
I think you can, but it's like some crazy shit you have to do to actually do it. You know what I mean? Like, have to go into some settings and stuff like that and really change some stuff up. And I just really don't want to. I'm already streaming on 3 platforms at one time. I'm like, I can't do you know, that one too. What's up, Devo?
No, that's what the pinball guy. You know, who watches pinball? Who's gonna watch somebody play pinball, right? Yeah. And so just him and his friends up there. So then a couple more people jumped on, and then what he did is he found other people who were doing it too, right? There was like 5 or 6 of them, and they would get together and stream with each other, right?
Yeah.
You know, which is easier to do, playing a game versus like tattoo or something. So I'm sure there's a way you can incorporate that somehow.
Yeah, there's a way that I can set up and do like a stream party.
Yeah,
Or a watch party or something like that, I think is what they call it. But I'm still just trying to get my basics down, you know, because that's been a big thing, because there is a learning curve from hell trying to get all this shit going, because, you know, everybody wants to tell you they've done this and this and this and this is what they're doing and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, all right, well, how about a master list? You know, give me the master list of all the shit that you had to get. There's a reason why nobody ever says it, because it keeps growing.
Sure. Yeah.
But like,
do a few things and do them really well before you start adding other stuff on, right?
Yep. You know, and that's one thing that I started with it, and I was like, okay, I can do this and this and this, or I can spend the time and money at first, get everything looking really nice, and then worry about, you know, that other stuff will come easier after everything gets looking nice, and figure out how to interact with people and stuff like that, because that's one of my biggest things that I have to work with on doing this kind of stuff, because I'm not a people person by no means. I don't like talking to people. I don't like, you know, being in front of people, no nothing like that. So doing all this is definitely like takes me out of comfort zone.
Sure.
You know, big time. So
it probably doesn't always have to be tattoo. Like, is that your artwork right there?
yeah, that's I got.
You could just stream while you're working on that in the downtime, you know?
That's what I did.
Yeah. Or if you got, man, I assume there is some sort of like tattoo convention, right?
Yep.
You can always stream walking around that. You know?
Yeah, that's the next one that we hit. I'm sure I'll do that, and then I'm gonna hit up a buddy of mine that does some tattoo podcasts and stuff like that, and hopefully by the time we get to the one next year, because Corona killed killed it this year.
Oh,
They
well,
really killed the convention game.
No, this is a good, like, speaking of coronavirus, like, I'm sure your business is about to come more back online than what it has been.
You know, as far as like, I really can't say, you know, that we got really hurt too bad.
Oh, okay.
You know, because now I'm not saying we didn't get hurt. Now here's the deal. Like, we got shut down for about a month and a half. So like, you know, we couldn't even come to work type deal. There's nothing, there's no type of government assistance for tattooists. You're just, I hope you got enough money in your pocket. You know, that's really how it was. But once everything, you know, kind of chilled out, you know, we got back open and stuff like that. We was right back on, you know, and it kind of picked up a little bit, you know, because we've lost our tax season last year.
Yeah.
You know, we lost it completely. We was right there at the cusp of it and then shut down. You know, so everybody...
They probably went and spent their money on other stuff.
Yep, everybody held on their money and used it for, you know, the corona stuff like that. You know, use it for them not being at work or whatever. And it's all great and everything. But
just get on the old GME train and start tattooing rocket ships for people.
What now?
GameStop?
Yeah.
Have you followed that at all? The sock and how it's going crazy?
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of them who've got new rocket ship emoji tattoos.
That's not really my kind of...
No, I feel like that's
my
what you
kind of
do,
thing.
like if you're an apprentice maybe.
Yeah, you know, that's some of the lower level, up and coming artists. Put that. I'm not gonna say lower level. That's kind of disrespectful, but you know, that's like most of the time I'm not even. Most of the time I don't do walk-ins. Most of the time I got something going on, but I had a little cancellation today, so I was like, you know, I can either. Not a problem. I can either sit around and bullshit and play with this stuff all day long back here for nobody, or I can actually do something and make some money before I go home today. But it seems like all the walk-ins that I wind up doing, it's like by the end of it, I'm like, I was supposed to do that tattoo. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how it works out that way.
I was over here, you talking to the dude with the, was it a gorilla or whatever you want to put on his show?
A lion, yeah.
Man, that seems like a commitment.
Do what now?
That seems like a commitment. Like, I got anxiety for him. Just listen to him talk to him about it.
Once you kind of, for lack of better terms, kind of pop your cherry or whatever to the getting a tattoo thing, you know, as far as you'll get some of them small. This is how most people do. Okay, they'll get a couple small ones and stuff over the time, and then either they'll have a small one and they'll add on to it till there's no way they can add on to it anymore, or they're like, you know what, I want something like specific. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like all one style thing, you know, and that's how it usually transfers over, you know, to the little small tattoos, you know, and then you finally wind up getting the big tattoos and stuff.
What's supposed to be asking me? Like the girl who was at the front with the whole chest piece, that was super cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking like that. Not only was that super painful and time consuming, that's a huge commitment.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm guessing you're talking about Megan.
Yeah, because that's
there.
what her name was.
You know, and she doesn't even get tattooed. Like, that artist is not around here.
Huh.
The artist who's doing her chest. That artist that's doing that is up in Atlanta.
Okay.
So not only is it a commitment to just get it done, you know, you gotta take off work. You gotta drive X amount of hours to go get it done.
Probably got a hotel room.
Yeah. You know, so it's, some of those bigger tattoos are a lot more than just the ink commitment.
Yeah.
You know, it becomes the time commitment. And then if you got something that is that blatant. Okay, for lack of better terms, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's unknown.
Yeah, I mean, it's out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a commitment too.
Yeah.
You know.
That's just what I thought. Like, this has a meaning to me, but then I see some things that are kind of abstract for, you know, meaning at least. You know, it's not like an Alabama egg. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's something that's totally artistic, totally custom. And I just had a hard enough time just figuring out like one thing that I like. Like, I've been wanting a tattoo for years, but I just always, I would write an idea up in my head and put it away. And then a year later, if I came back to it and I still wanted it, that was my rule. And I was like, good. And this one has been like 4 years that it's been that way. It's just been doing it.
I feel you. Yeah, I got an 8-year-old little girl, and she's gonna have tattoos. I already know. You know, she already said.
It'd be hard not to if your dad's a tattoo artist, right?
You know, and I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's a good chance she might follow in my footsteps, type deal. This may be something she wants to do. She kind of acts like it, and which I don't blame her. This is the best job in the world. You know, I can't think of doing anything else anymore. You know, I've done it all over the years, but this is, I can't think of doing anything else anymore. So, but I told her, you know, the rule I have for my children getting tattooed and stuff is you can get tattooed at 16 years old if that's what you want, but you have to have the design. It has to be the same design for 1 year, and if you still want it at the end of that year, then you can have it. Okay, so the deal with that, and she may be watching, I don't know. If she's smart, and if it's the same design, she can pick it out while she's 15.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't matter how long she's had it or whatever. It's just got to be a year. So it doesn't necessarily mean a year from the time that she brought it to me. If she's got it and I know she's had it for a year, then fine, I'll do it. But I mean, that's the way I was on some of my tattoos. You know, even the ones that I've gotten within the last couple of years. You know, there was one of those there that I made myself that rule. You know, type deal. I'm like, all right. If I really want that after a year, then I'll get it tattooed on my face. And I kept that same stencil. I'd already made the stencil and everything. Already had it sized. I was like, if I keep the same one, you know, after a year or whatever, I'll get it. And I did. You know, it's what I wanted. I kept it for like probably about 4 years, to tell you the truth. You know, before I decided to get it done. Well, before I wound up getting it done, put it that way. But I still like it. I have no regrets at all about it.
I think that's something cool to have noticed about tattoos, maybe more as I pay attention to them. There's just so much uniqueness that you can see just across like generations of tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe new people come out with a new art idea or there's new technology or know how it works. It seems like there's a lot of change.
Sometimes, you know, and then sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? Sometimes those little trendy things stick around way longer than we wanted them to sometimes. You know,
well,
like
it's stuck around too long.
Yeah, so you know, but it's one of those things, you know, if it sticks around too long, it becomes, you know, stuff of tradition.
Okay.
You know, type deal. But you know, like, you know, the Eagle Globe and Anchor and stuff, you know, that as far as how the old traditional tattoos become traditional tattoos. Sure. You know, it's because that's what it starts. You know, that's what they kind of all started off as. Yeah. Type deal. So that's why. But yeah, I try to do my best to stay out of the trendy tattoo, you know, kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, as far as I do a lot of tattoos that are kind of trendy sometimes, but it's because, you know, they pay the bills. And that's what people want, you know, as far as I couldn't tell you how many sets of watches and compasses and roses and stuff that I've done, you know, over the years and stuff, and that's fine. You know, I'll keep doing them. But I do kind of limit myself a little bit more these days. You know, I'm like, all right, look, I've done, let's see, as of right now, just in this year, probably over, if we're talking about sleeve wise, putting it in sleeves and not half sleeves, over 10.
Of what?
Like clocks, roses, compass, doves, that kind of stuff. Man, I do so many of those, you know.
It's terrible. I feel bad. My daughter's middle name is Rose.
That's probably the #1 tattoo that I've tattooed like more of than anything that I could think of. I was trying to think of it. Yeah.
And the whole big theme of this book is roses.
Oh yeah?
So like the whole book, The Dark Tower, the thing that he's chasing after, is in a field of roses.
Oh, okay.
And the roses have this real like metaphysical, like you can hear the universe type property, you know what I'm saying? And then it's supposed to be so beautiful that you would never even want to approach the tower because you wouldn't want to leave the roses behind. So it's even a challenge among itself or whatever. And then our fraternity has a crest of arms. And the very first part of it is a line and a rose, or a line and holding a white rose. So that's just been what it's always kind of stuck into my head. No, I was talking, I guess what I was getting to is like I've seen like the watercolor tattoos. That's cool, and I'm sure that's probably a trend, but that's actually a neat stylistic thing that I've seen.
Yeah.
And then I've seen, you know, like, I guess so. I don't know enough about tattoos, but like as far as art goes, I really like everything. But it's cool to see those changes in culture and how they affect art, even things like tattoos.
Yeah. You know, that's I have a big love for like the black and gray tattoos, like the Southern California stuff, you know, the fine line stuff that come out, you know, the
I was looking through your Instagram and that's what I noticed a lot of that.
You know, that's the OG kind of black and gray, you know, just really cool look to some of that stuff, and I have a hard time getting away from it, you know, so every now and then, like right now that's pretty much all I'm doing. That's all I'm looking for. I stick mainly to, you know, like large black and gray stuff, or if I'm going to do color, it's Japanese. That's it. There's no, I don't really falter to those. And I make a lot of people mad all the time. They're like, I know you can do it. I'm like, yeah, it's not about knowing I can do it. It's about wanting to.
Sure.
You know, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of, you know, seeing that same art come from me all the time. I want something different.
I feel like if you're really, what you like, from what I've seen, it takes a lot of work to create like a 3D image, or even these like complicated images in just a single color, or like the array, right? Like the black and
yeah,
using.
I don't know. It's just something to it I like better. It's just so much. It's got a classier look to it, you know. That's how I like doing like the old, like vintage, you know, look to it sometimes, you know.
No, I like something that I've seen is like the minimalistic. It's like usually like some sort of a polygon with a landscape in it.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. I like doing those, man. So I've done several of those over the years.
They show you that for him? They show you that?
What? Oh, where you click it? Yeah. All right, what do you think, boss?
Dude, I really like it. Do you mind?
Yeah, take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head.
Right on.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead and sit back down real quick and put a little bit of ointment on there, and I'll put a bandage on it,
Cool.
and then I'll tell you how to take care of it.
Thank you.
Okay, this bandage that I'm going to put on there, this is the first and last bandage that should ever go on your tattoo. So
Okay.
after this comes off, you do not have to wrap it up or anything like that. You don't have to re-wrap it or anything. So.
Cool.
So when you go to take this bandage off, I want you to take it off in somewhere around an hour from now. Like if you're going straight home or something like that, you can pretty much take it off when you get home because you're in your own space. But if you're going out, like somewhere else, whatever, I'd leave it on until I got home.
Cool.
Let's see, let's turn it that way. So when you take the bandage off, I want you to wash your tattoo with as warm of water as you can handle, and either use soft soap or bar soap. I do recommend, as far as over the two, I do recommend soft soap. And the only reason for that is, go ahead and lift your arm for me a little bit. The only reason for that is it's a little bit more one-time use. You know what I mean? There's not that much of a chance for cross-contamination.
Okay.
You can use bar soap. Bar soap is fine, but if you're going to use bar soap, make sure that you're the only one in the household who uses that particular bar soap, because people often wash their ass with bar soap, so it is a cross-contamination issue.
Makes sense.
So, after you wash your tattoo with as warm of water as you can handle, I want you to wash or rinse your tattoo with cold water. Warm water opens your pores up, helps you clean them. Cold water shuts them back. After you get done rinsing your tattoo with cold water, take you a towel or a paper towel, then pat the tattoo. Just kind of pat it dry.
Okay.
You don't want to rub it or anything like that. When you wash it, just use your hand. No loofah, no washcloth, or too abrasive. And then you go to rinse your tattoo with the cold water. After you rinse it with cold water, let it air dry for about 4 or 5 minutes, no longer than about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it can start to really dry out and stuff like that a little bit more than it should. So don't wait no longer than 10 minutes. And then you can run to Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, get you some A&D ointment or Aquaphor, whichever you prefer. A&D is fine, Aquaphor is fine. Aquaphor is just cost a little bit more than A&D. If you're going to go to Walmart and look for it, the Aquaphor will be over in the pharmacy section. The A&D is, of course, diaper rash cream for babies,
Oh,
so
cool.
it'll be in the baby section. When you go to put that ointment on there, put it on there very lightly, just like you would lotion. Just enough where it kind of rubs in and disappears. You don't want to see it sit on top of the skin.
Okay.
If you do see it sitting on top of the skin, that means you put too much on there. Go ahead and wipe it off, okay? Anytime it starts to feel tight like a sunburn, that means it's getting dry, okay? So it's time to wash it, reapply your ointment. Anytime you go to reapply your ointment, wash your tattoo just like you did the first time. Warm water, soft soap, or bar soap, rinse it with cold water, and then give it a couple minutes before you put in the ointment on there. Be mindful tonight and probably for about the next 72 hours, okay? For the next 3 days. Anytime you go to sleep, if you do have white sheets and or white pillowcases, I would be mindful of that because a little bit of that ink can come off on your sheets.
Okay.
It's nothing to worry about, but it will
Yeah,
stain your
fine.
sheets, and it's never coming out of the sheets. But
Cool.
it's nothing to worry about on your arm or anything like that. What that is it's a little bit of residual ink that's trapped in some of the skin that's getting ready to exfoliate anyway,
Yeah.
and then it comes off and out. So it's nothing to worry about. I do recommend, as far as if you are in the habit of using body wash, no body wash for about 2 weeks on that arm.
Okay.
Body wash has a lot of alcohol. That's how they transfer the scent into the liquid, and with all the alcohol, it winds up drying the tattoo out like way too fast. So like I said, bar soap, soft soap, those are your number one best things that you can use. Try to keep it out of the sun. I know this is your first tattoo and you have no clue how this works. So tomorrow, if you get it in the sun, it's gonna feel like somebody holding a cigarette lighter to it. It gets very hot.
Okay.
Okay. So keep it out of the sun. Okay. Sun is the number one thing that kills your tattoos, as far as that's what eats them. That's what makes them fade and stuff like that. So
Okay.
if you're going out this summer or something like that, you know, with your fresh new tattoo and stuff, after it's healed, I don't want you to put any type of sunblock or anything like that on it until after it's healed. But if you are going to get out in the sun and stuff like that, a little bit of sunblock does help these tattoos stay darker, you know,
Makes
looking,
sense.
looking good for a longer amount of time. But if you have any questions, problems, comments, or concerns, you can shoot me a message to my email or whatever, and I'll get you helped out. If it is a time-sensitive question, call the shop.
Cool.
Because a lot of times I get back here and I'm working with clients and stuff, so I don't really have. I don't get to my emails as quickly as I want.
When you're gonna have 1,000 people watching your stream,
Yeah,
so it's gonna be busy.
Yeah, so, but yeah, man, as long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you.
Cool.
If you have any problems or anything like that, just come back and see me or shoot me an email. We'll take care of it.
What was the first cream you said? A&D?
A&D ointment or Aquaphor.
Aquaphor. And which one's in the pharmacy?
The Aquaphor
Okay.
is over in the pharmacy. That one will come, depending on what size you buy, you know, it's going to cost you anywhere from about $5-10, something like that.
Sure.
The A&D is going to cost you about $3.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you want to use. Like I said, either one of them's fine. I used A&D for years before I found out there was anything else. So,
Okay.
But as long as you take care of it and do those steps,
No big deal.
no problems.
Cool. Man, I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. And like I said, as far as I usually do the Twitch stream thing, it's almost every day while I'm here at work. So it's Tuesday through Saturday, and then Sundays and Mondays. You know, if I'm on there, it's video games.
Okay.
So I ain't no working on Sundays and Mondays. But yeah, if you got some friends that are on and stuff like that,
I'm
shoot
sure
over
they
there.
are.
And
They're probably making fun of me. It's cool.
let's see, new follower, Core Bar. What's up, Core Bar? Speak of the devil. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm on there a pretty good bit. You know, tell your friends about it and stuff. I'm trying to get that channel to take off. And then, like I said, we got another guy that's supposed to have his stuff. If it comes in this week, we'll have him up there. And if that guy will ever quit being lazy, we talked to him about doing it too. So we're gonna try to have several of us here at the shop doing it, and hopefully people like it. You know, we've got a fairly good response so far, so we're just gonna keep going and see what happens with it. So.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. What's up, everybody on Twitch? I got some people from Facebook. No, maybe over there. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You can watch what's going on. Awesome work. Glad he shared the link for us to watch. Yeah, man. Like I was telling him, I'm on here almost every day. Sundays and Mondays, usually they usually sticks to just the video game thing when I'm home with the wife and kiddo. But during the week, you know, Tuesday through Saturday, I'm usually on here and trying to provide content with everybody. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, definitely share the link with your friends. Let them know. Go up in the Discord. Let all your homies know. As far as if you missed any of this, you can watch it from the start after the stream ends. You should be able to go back and check it out. It'll also be on YouTube as well. You can check out my YouTube channel there. You have to look it up right now. I don't exactly know the tag for it right now, but it's my face on there. Look for that, and there's not a whole lot of content. There may be 8 or 10 videos somewhere around there on there that you can check out if anybody wants to check them out. But for right now, I'm gonna wipe everything down and hide my room and bullshit for a little while. So if you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Also, I changed some stuff up on the video and stuff like that. Got some mounted some stuff some different ways and stuff, and let me know how it looks if it's changed. I'm trying to get all the feedback as much as I can, just to make sure everything looks as good as I can make it. We'll turn this a little bit, get that out of the way. I need to give me just a second, everybody, and I'll switch some stuff around. I should have done it beforehand. Don't leave. Oh, snap. GoPro video should be back up. Ah, that's going out crazy. Alright, good deal. Alright. Ticker's not going. Let's get this fixed and I'll get back to it. There we go. I'm gonna run up front real quick and see if there's anything else. We had a couple more. What are you working on tonight? What's up, Art? Thank you for showing back up. Tonight I was going to be working on I had a little touch up I had to do on a friend of mine's half sleeve that we started on a while back, but he had some stuff come up we had to reschedule, so tonight we're just kind of doing some walk-ins and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. We did a little piece a few minutes ago You may have just missed it. But we did a little symbol from Stephen King's one of Stephen King's books. I forgot what he said the name of it was. If anybody is still here that still remembers it, because he did say it on the stream, but unfortunately I don't remember what it is. Making sure all the audio and stuff's coming through very well. Or well enough anyways. Yes, that is correct, Art. It is called The Tower. I don't have the stencil of what we just did. I just threw it away, but it's a circle with it looks like initials, but it could be something else. It looks like the initials of K and A, kind of put together. But that's what we did on him tonight. Took maybe about 20 minutes, something like that. But you just barely missed it. So.
Later, man.
See ya, homie. There's myself. Okay. I'm gonna run up front real quick and see what's going on. Maybe coming right back. Hopefully there's not a whole lot. Maybe I can sit back here and answer questions for everybody. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and germs. I'm running up front, possibly grab another walk-in. What's up, Miss Jennifer Harbin? That shit just go off. Yeah, it did. Well, alright, I'm gonna move the cameras around a little bit, and I guess I'm gonna do some drawing, some painting, some stuff like that. I'll just hang out a little while. I'm gonna probably finish working on that painting I started the other day, and we'll see what happens. See if I can look at it. Yes, if you're still watching, that was the name of the book.
Hey, homie.
Mm-hmm.
You come over and look at this email and see if it would be something you're interested in?
Yep. Probably still hiding.
What is it? What was it about that you didn't like?
No, it's nothing I don't like. I'm just trying to.
Hey, I'm gonna look at this email. Something
just
Yeah.
here. They're not wanted all the way around.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
People want they want way too much. But hey, that's cool. I understand why you want it. You're just gonna have to give me more space. And on something like that, you're gonna have to give me your whole one. I'm tired of putting clocks on top of clocks on top of clocks.
yeah.
I mean, I'll put them. I'll get them in there. You're gonna give me that whole arm. Once again, I was plagued by the dreaded clocks and roses. Let's see what we got. Slick and sick. Thank you for the follow. I got a feeling I know who that is, but definitely thank you for the follow. Yep, definitely. Thank you, Slick and Sick, for the follow. I do appreciate all of them. And if this is your first time being here on the stream, I do appreciate you showing up.